All right. I think we're live. I think we are actually officially live on YouTube. Sorry, everybody. We're 5 minutes late, but it's okay. The world happens. When you're making the world work, things happen. Christina, how are you doing today? This is the
Doing.
first time we're seeing each other today, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm doing. Still a little sinusine. I know you're kind of in the same boat, right? So,
Hmm.
making it work. Just
Yeah,
one sinus thing at a time.
yeah. I know everybody, even though I saw the comments, we saw the comments, everybody was missing Christina. I maybe a lot of them were coming from my account. I mean, almost all of them were coming from my account, my spam accounts. But we know the love is out there for Christina. She's back with us.
Is
Yeah, she's back. She's better than ever. We're here. We're feeling great. We're gonna get into it again. Um, how to design a media kit. Let me. I hope that some people are here on YouTube. Hope they're finding this. Um, Good. I want to make sure in Discord it looks good. Um,
Well,
so yeah, hope that people find it. We're here. We're talking about media kits once again. Um, I think let's just go into some intros. I'll intro myself and then I'll let Christina introduce herself. But if you don't know me, I'm Kevin James Booker, the Discord community manager here at Infuse. If you're enjoying the party over at Club Infuse, you're learning a lot in terms of the resources we have there, the people, the knowledge. I'm keeping it ticking, keeping it running. We're getting a lot of new folks. So if you're just tuning into this live stream for the first time, welcome. We do these every Tuesday at 4. Today we're doing it at a different time, but that's me. All things I'm taking care of Club Infuse, hoping to make it the best place for creators. I'll let Christina talk about herself.
awesome. Thanks. So, yeah, Christina Coughlin, my role at Infuse is to really help support our creators with anything they possibly need as far as growing and monetizing their accounts. So, prior to Infuse, spent better part of 6 years on both the creator side as well as the agency side. And now here to support everything that the creators need and really being first and creator focused in everything that we do. So we'll be continuing to do more segments like this. If anyone has any feedback in terms of information that they'd love to learn more about or how we can support you as a creator, reach out to us, let us know. That's what we're here for. We're happy to support. But I know this is actually a big topic that has been a big, really popular topic in our Discord community is how to make a media kit. Something we get questions about all the time. And actually, if you stay till the end, we will send over our media kit template. It's actually an online scalable version that you can create. It's ready to go. You just plug in your information and you're good. So definitely stick around for that because you'll want to check that out.
Exactly, 100%. But let's get into it. Don't want to waste any time. This is the agenda. We like to keep these, very quick, very dirty, very easy to understand for you creators out there, especially the new ones coming in and just discovering us through Club Infuse or just YouTube forces that be. But this is our agenda. We're gonna wrap it up with some do's and don'ts, talk about the media kit versus the rate sheet. Those are two different documents every creator should have in their arsenal, what to include in those documents, why you need them. But first, starting off with the big topic, really the whole crux of this conversation is what is a media kit. And really, a media kit is just a digital document that tells the brand that you want to work with or any brands you want to work with about you, your work, and your personality as an influencer. It has a bunch of things on it. This is really though it's your resume as a content creator. We'll go into what's in it in some of the later slides, but it's whenever a brand reaches out and they want to do a brand deal, you send this or you send your rate sheet. Whenever they're inquisitive in terms of, or you're thinking about launching a brand new part of your business, whether that's merch or doing a partnership with a company like I remember when I was working with creators, we were doing a partnership with a podcasting agency, and we were we're signing an exclusive deal, we sent them this media kit, so that they knew about us. They had pictures, they had, the numbers to really understand who we were as creators. So that's what a media kit is. It's really just summing you up. It's really your resume as a creator. Kristina, what am I missing?
No, you nailed it, right? It's important, right? It's important for partnerships. It's important for brands to be able to vet and do due diligence on you, which we'll dig further into, but 100%.
Yeah.
Now the next important thing is, yeah, okay, so we know what a media kit is. Why do we need one, right? What are we realistically using it for? I know Kevin gave some examples, but the best part about it is that in a really organized fashion, it highlights your influencer statistics and analytics. It details your demographics, including your audience demographics, which is really important for brands who are looking to work with you. It also showcases your unique style because the biggest differentiator you have as a creator is that no one is exactly like you. So it's your ability to showcase your value proposition to the world. And also provides a brief overview of your brand and your achievements. Like Kevin said perfectly, it's a resume, right? Of everything you've achieved, the partnerships you've done in the past, so that you can really showcase the value that you can add to new partnerships and new relationships.
So, what to include in your media kit? Very important document. There's a lot to include. You want to keep this clean. I mean, you want to keep it nice, but there's information on here you just can't miss. Your bio is a given. You want to tell these brands who you are, a little bit about your story. It's always good to control the narrative when it comes to your story. So you want a bio. You want your audience demographics. Where are they located? How old they are? What's the gender makeup of your audience? And you want to keep that updated as well as your follower count across all the platforms. Doesn't matter if the campaign that they might be inquiring on is just a TikTok campaign or just on YouTube campaigns. You could do a deal on one platform, it goes really well, and now the brand wants to do it on all the other platforms. So you don't want to cheat yourself out of those opportunities by only sending one just with your TikTok stuff or just with your YouTube stuff. You want to include all that because your package, give them all the information, give them all of you. Include companies you've worked with recently. This is just like a resume where you include your work history. Include your work history. Companies want to see, and even better, and like Kristina alluded to later, if you stick with us, the media kit we've designed just for our audience, but it allows these brands to see and click right into exactly the campaigns you've been a part of, and they could take a look at the numbers. They could take a look at the likes, the comments, see your engagement, which is going into the next step, seeing your conversion metrics, your average views, your engagement rates. All of that should be in your media kit. And of course, but definitely not least, how to contact you. This is something Kristina and I have seen plenty of times, time after time, is amazing, well designed, well put together media kit with no way to contact you. And it's like, okay, if we need to move something along, you need something from us, like, people need, like, there needs to be some level of communication beyond just how you initially sent your media kit. So please include that contact information as well as your rate sheet, which your rate sheet and your media kit are two different things, but your rate sheet should also be included alongside your media kit. Some people will tell you otherwise, but we think this is the best decision for any creators, is to have that a part of it. And that should include your rates per post along with some bundled packages. So I'm gonna let Kristina get into the media kit versus a rate sheet because they are different, right, Kristina?
Oh yeah, they are, and they have such different purposes, which we'll dig into. And sometimes it's appropriate to send a media kit. Sometimes it's appropriate to send a rate sheet. Sometimes it's appropriate to send both. But we'll do a little bit of overview of what that looks like. So, media kit, right? Media kits should be about 1 to 3 pages, depending on how much stuff you have to include in there. And it's really, as Kevin mentioned, that comprehensive explanation of you and your brand. And this is really important, especially for proactive brand pitches. If you're pitching a brand and you want them to learn more about you and be able to easily vet you as a creator, definitely want to send a media kit. It's also great if a brand reaches out to you and they just want a little bit more information, especially if they're not using an influencer platform. If they're using an influencer platform, they probably have a lot of that analytics and information readily available, and they may not need a media kit from you. But if they're just reaching out and looking to learn more, great opportunity to send a media kit in addition to what you would normally talk to them about, just to give them a little bit more substance. Now, a rate sheet, on the other hand, one page, pretty simple, of course, outlining what the rates are, right? It's also going to be something that's a supplement to your media kit. So I would not encourage creators to make it integrated into their media kit, and this is why, right? Because there are going to be brands that reach out to you for partnerships, and they're going to have a set scope of what they're looking for. There's nothing that drives them more nuts than someone saying, hey, I would love a scope of, say, 3 TikTok posts and an Instagram story. Just making that up, right?
Mhm.
And then the creator comes back with a rate sheet with all of their standard pricing for different deliverables and different scope. Doesn't answer their question, right? And if you're not making it not super easy to work with the brand from the start, you're setting that expectation that you're probably not going to be super easy to work with throughout the partnership. And that's an easy way for a brand to say, yeah, thanks, but no thanks, right? So in the case where a brand is looking for a specific scope, send an email with the pricing and your rates for that specific scope, right? Now, if a brand is like, hey, really interested in your rates, or you putting together some kind of proposal and options for us, what do you have? Great opportunity to send over your rate sheet because they're asking for your thoughts and your opinions, and then you can offer a rate sheet that does a cost for each individual deliverable and then some bundled discounted rates for more of long-term partnerships to help sell the sizzle of something that's a little bit more long-term. So media kit usually can always be sent. Rate sheet, you're going to want to determine whether or not it makes sense to do a rate sheet based on the conversations that you're having with that brand.
Exactly, 100%. And I think, I mean, cleaning up, there's some do's and some don'ts you should be following when designing or sending your media kit. And one of the biggest ones, we talked about it before, people don't do it, so like they don't update their media kit often. As a creator, you're always growing. There's so many creators in the Discord that just week to week they're growing by 10,000, 5,000, 1,000 followers. That affects your media kit. That affects how much money you charge brands. So update this document often, your media kit and your rate sheet. Update them often, whether that's once a month or bi-weekly. Get on a cadence where you are updating this often so you are not cheating yourself out of money. Please use Canva or like 100%. Please do that. Use Canva so that your media kit and your rate sheet looks presentable. You don't want to just be sending a Google Word doc. Have it's everything you send to a brand is a representation of yourself. You want to put your best foot forward. So pay a little bit of money. It doesn't cost a lot. You could use one of these freelancing websites like Upwork or Fiverr to, pay a graphic designer to make you something really presentable and include it in proactive brand pitches. You want to keep this document available for these brands to look at, to reference, so that, once you kind of decided or they've kind of decided that this partnership, this sponsorship works together, that they know exactly how much they're going to pay for an advertising package. They understand your conversion metrics. Some don't. There's a time and place to send your media kit, like Kristina said. You don't always have to send it in every single circumstance. If a brand kind of knows what they want from you and they're very cut straight to the point, you don't necessarily need to send a comprehensive media kit. Your rate sheet will do just fine. Sometimes the brands want more information in order for you to sell. The media kit tool, the media kit as a tool for you is another resource for you to make selling easier. So sometimes you do need to sell it so you could say, I know my numbers and I know how things convert. So choose your battles when sending your media kit. Rule of thumb, it's not you're not going to get in trouble for sending it, but sometimes you can be quick and dirty and just send that rate sheet and you'll be just fine. And don't leave off or lie about important information, especially when it comes to your numbers, when it comes to your follower account, when it comes to your conversion, when it comes to your engagement, because that's really the metrics that these brands are paying attention to when they get, entangled with a creator. They're paying attention to engagement. They're paying attention to how your analytics will convert for them. So if you lie about this information and they give you money and you don't perform because you lied, that's one, a surefire way to never work with that brand again, and two, a surefire way to get blacklisted on an influencer marketing website, or one of these marketplaces where brands are looking for influencers. I ran through that pretty quick. Kristina, to wrap up, what would you want to add?
Yeah, it's so true, right? A lot of brands and agencies have access to be able to provide reviews on creators. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen it myself where influencers fib just a little bit just to make their numbers look a little bit better. They're going to find out, right? When you post, they're going to get your analytics. Either they know proactively and you're not going to be able to even enter the partnership because they're going to find out through back-end analytics through a platform that they're using, or they're going to find out after you post. Either way, it's not good, right? Because if the numbers are drastically different, they might call you out on it, right? Or at a minimum, they'll probably write you a review on one of the back end of these platforms, which is going to not just prevent them from working with you, it's going to prevent every advertiser on that platform from working with you, right? So just keep that in mind. Be honest. There's nothing wrong with being honest about your numbers. And also making sure your numbers are true, right? Not buying followers, buying engagement. It is so much better. I promise you, from working on the agency side for so many years, that is so much better to have real numbers that are a real loyal audience, even if it's not large numbers, right? Large is not necessarily the name of the game. It's all about having a really engaged, loyal following. And if you do that, you can get into some amazing brand deals. So be authentic, be yourself, build up a true audience and build a true community, and you will do extremely, extremely well for yourself.
100%, 100%. So what I want to do while we're waiting for some questions to come in, if you guys have any questions, please drop them in the YouTube chat. Would love to answer any questions you have. I kind of want to just show them the template. Kristina, what do you think?
Let's
Should we
do it.
just
Let's
kind of
do it.
just show it to them? All right.
Sizzle.
So, yeah, a little sizzle. Let me try to work my Riverside magic really quick. But I want to show you guys the template that we created because we're super excited about this. Um, have been wanting to get this to creators for a long time, and we're super proud about it. So, what this media kit will do, this media kit is for creators, it's for you. And we built this with our knowledge in mind as talent managers, as people in the industry who have to orchestrate these brand deals all the time to really show um, how awesome a creator is, all the packages you'll need, all the rate sheet that's connected with it, and exactly how a media kit should be done. So you know that if you want, please drop in the chat. Would love to get this to you. I mean, how should we do this? Should we just like drop an email, or if you're watching and you're in our Discord, Club Infuse, if you are watching and not in our Discord, discord.gg/Club Infuse, reach out to me, DM Kevin, the Club Infuse manager, and we're gonna get you this media kit. But this is, vetted from people who've worked in the industry, who understand what brands are looking for in terms of a media kit. This is going to be the gold standard, and I'll kind of go through it right now. As you can see, this lovely person is Kristina. She looks a little different here. I think this was probably taken a couple years ago.
Yeah, just yeah, a few years ago. We just look. I've changed quite a bit over the years.
Yeah, exactly. Just, made it might have dyed your hair once or, just
Right,
fairly
right.
cosmetic changes.
Yes.
But
Just maybe some surgery. No big
it,
deal.
no
Yeah.
big deal, everybody has surgery. I have surgery, so yeah. But this is what the media kit looks like. As you can see, nice, really front facing picture of Christina with a nice bio and header for her. As you can see right here, we can click into the rate sheet, and this is all done within Notion. If you don't know, Notion is a product management tool, and you could actually, and the goal with this is as we send this to creators, you could go in and edit everything in here so that, and it populates on the website. So I can go change any of this information, and anybody who has this link will automatically see the updated information. So you won't have to worry about old rate kits that are being looked at with old information. All of this is going to be newly updated as you update it. So I could click into rate sheet here, and it's going to bring you right to your rates. In here we have 3 packages. You can create more if you'd like, or the packages as they pertain to your offerings. But, our expensive deal, package number 2, powerful but effective. Package number 3, cost conscious. Kind of want to put the nice hefty package right in front to make sure that brands see it. So it's right there, smack in their face. You have a little connect with me section where they can connect with you just for that information. And then some audience demographics where if you go into it, you can include all your audience demographic data, and then all your advertising packages right here on the front page, as well as brands you've worked with right here, right on the front page. You can go into any of these, you can edit them, super, super robust. So I'll stop sharing that. If you want that, please reach out to any of us. Reach out to Kristina, reach out to myself in the Discord. We're giving away this template for free. Anybody who wants this media kit template, it's honestly going to elevate your game, reach out to us. We're going to get it to you. We only have a couple more minutes before the end of the presentation. If anybody has any questions, please, please, please drop them in the YouTube chat. Don't be shy. We have one question. Kristina, I'm going to ping it over to you.
Let's do it.
How can I make my media kit stand out?
It's a great question. It's funny. It was the question I was just thinking in my head of, and I think a really great way to make your media kit stand out is one, differentiating yourself, right? Don't just do what everyone else is doing. It's like stand out, really showcase who you are and who your story is and the value proposition, and making sure it's not only focused on yourself, but how you can add value through this community that you've built to this brand or advertiser that you want to work with. And some ways of doing that is, and I love, Kevin, that you just walked through overview of the online media kit, is a lot of media kits are static. They're a PDF format. And the challenge with that, to Kevin's point, is first, it's not updated, right? There's always going to be outdated versions of it living all over the internet. And it's not updated in real time. And also, two, there's no ability, especially now with the power of video, to be able to showcase content examples and actually showcase video content examples that you've created. And that's what's so great about having an online format of a media kit, because you can throw in video examples of other partnerships that you've done in the past. So it's literally showing these brands and advertisers what you're capable of, the type of content you can create, the type of results you achieved. So you're not just talking the talk of what you can do, you're actually walking the walk and showing them, hey, this is what I've done for all these other brands that I've worked with. I can do the same thing for you. And it makes it really, really easy for a brand to want to work with you when they see all your back end audience demographics and analytics and the type of content that you're able to create. So definitely showcase the sizzle of what you have to offer. Is a big focus. And also, I would say, last but not least, is licensing. And influencer generated content has become a huge opportunity for creators as well. So in addition to sharing all of the things that you can post on your own account, you might also on your rate sheet want to incorporate things and content that you can create for the brands to use for their own marketing efforts. So whether it's on their paid ads, whether it's on their organic socials, whether it's on their website, whatever their use may be, that's also another great way of providing another service, is providing just licensed content for them to be able to repurpose that may not necessarily be on your feed. And that's another great way to make some money for brands that may not be interested in looking for brand awareness and maybe looking for more of a content play. Kevin, anything you would add to
100%.
that?
No, you kind of summed it up. I, I mean, I was gonna say something, and then I saw this question, and I was like, this is actually like exactly what I'll say. So I'll read this question, our very last question. Again, if you guys want to get in contact with us, hit us in Discord. I'm Kevin. This is Christina. You'll see us in the Discord. You see us in the Discord all the time. But if you want this media kit, please reach out to us personally. Would love to send you this 100% free, 100% to level up your business. But the question that I saw was, what's the biggest mistake people make in a media kit? And I was like, this is like I think some ways that people try to stand out are way what kind of hurts their media kit. And for me, it's like you don't want to stand out by including so much information. I think part of like being a business and negotiation is like kind of having some of the cards hidden. And I think that that's what some people do to make their media kit stand out, is they overload their media kit with too much information, and it doesn't give them any wiggle room to negotiate. So I would say for me, in answering both those questions, how to make your media kit stand out, make it clean, make it swift and to the point, and don't include too much information. And that's the biggest mistake people make in a media kit, is they put too much information in there. That it's tough when you're trying to negotiate, or I mean, exactly like I talked about before, when information becomes outdated, and you got to update it's the biggest crux to making more money. It's having too much information, or information out there that's not updated. So that's probably my second answer to that question. What the biggest mistake in the media kit is, not updating it. Christina, what would your answer to that question be?
I would actually be on the flip side of that too.
Yeah.
Don't do a media kit that doesn't offer value, right?
Okay.
So I was saying the flip side of that. I've seen so many media kits where it's their bio, their overview, their followers, their engagement rate, and the platforms they're on. I could easily find that out from a quick 2-second look of looking at your
Hmm.
social media account, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't really provide me any value in terms of, how we could work together, what your rates are, what deliverables you can do, your audience demographics, right? I think a lot of creators are afraid to include some of those really detailed audience demographics because they think it's going to hurt them. If anything, it's going to help you, right? So don't be afraid. You don't have to make it, to Kevin's point, don't make it fluffy, right?
Hmm.
Don't put a huge giant bio for the sake of putting a huge giant bio. Keep it concise, few sentences max, right? And keep it the focus on the data and the results that you've achieved, right? And have that be the focus. Even if it's one page, right? Sometimes, and if you can fit it all into one page, that's great, right? It does not have to be long. If people are scrolling through a whole multi-page thing, the chances of them reading the whole thing are probably slim to none. But make sure there's actually information in it that's valuable so that a brand can look at it, and just by looking at your media kit, they can decide whether or not they want to work with you, right? And make that easy call right then and there. Otherwise, there's really no point in sending the media kit if it doesn't have really that deep dive data that they're looking for.
For sure, for sure. Those are all the questions that we have for today. I know we kind of changed. I know we kind of changed the time on everybody. Wanted to see how this new time would work. We might be getting some good feedback. I mean, let us know. Like, we're in the Discord all the time. Let us know if the time works for you guys. But appreciate you guys hanging out with us for 30 minutes on a nice little Tuesday, especially in the summer. Everybody's wanting to go out and eat dinner outside and have a good time outside. We thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at Infuse Influencer on our social media or in the Discord. We're in the Discord all the time. We just hit 1,000 members in the
Woo!
Discord. Holy smokes, there's 1,000 creators in the Discord. Like, that is such a resource within itself. Talking to those people, there's so many people in there. They have crazy followings, and they're literally giving out advice for free. Why would you not be in a Discord chatting up people who have millions of followers? Like Chris Hallbeck, I see him all the time. He's just giving out free game. Teddy is giving out free game. Kaylin, oh my God! So please contact us, follow our social medias, like this video. Um, yeah, that's all I have to say, I guess. Yeah. All right, we're peacing out. We hope you guys have a great day. See you later.
Thanks, everyone.